champ is here.
Boy, I had a day today. 2 codes, me doing compressions for 2 minutes straight. Y'all going down on that floor like I'm tired. Like what? Like what did I sign up for? Help me. So, are you starting a residency program? If so, I'm your girl. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all all about the residency program. I got you covered. I'm gonna tell you everything you should expect and what I've been going through in residency program and how I feel about it and the pros and cons, the benefits of it. I got you, girl. So what do I think about the residency program? I actually love it. I love that they babied me into nursing. So I couldn't imagine any other way. And what the heck were they doing before they started residency? Because I feel like they were setting people up for failure. If they wasn't doing it this way, what were they doing? If you been a nurse for a long time and you watching this, tell me what y'all was doing. I cannot imagine y'all just orientating me for a couple weeks and throwing me on the floor. I would lose my damn license. I would lose my damn license. What I do hate about the residency program, a lot of classes, it's giving nursing school. You have tests. We had an EKG test. I'll send a clip from the day I passed my EKG test. I was so hyped. I worked on the floor. So I came in at 7. It's 9 now. I have to, they're having an EKG review because our test is this Thursday. So I'm leaving the floor, going to the review for a little bit so I can get some tutoring because I'm not that confident on heart blocks and I can't be failing this test. Like, I will cry and I don't want to take it again. So I'm about to go get some one-on-one attention. Wish me luck. All right, y'all. I have finished my tutoring session. Now I'm going back to my floor. I think I'm okay with the heart blocks, but still like, okay, I'm just gonna study tomorrow. The test is Thursday. I'll let y'all know. Yeah, it was helpful. So the tutoring session was helpful. They sat down one-on-one is really what I needed. I know I get accommodations. My brain don't work like everybody else, but once it start working, it works. So, wish me luck on my test on Thursday. I'm gonna go back to the floor. On Thursday, I had a EKG test. Guess what? I passed it with flying colors, dog. I literally got a 97. I'm so proud of myself because the EKGs are stressing me out, and I did not want to take it again. But I passed with the 97, guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back up to my floor and go back to work because I'm still on the clock. But I only missed 1.5, like one, and like I got like a measurement wrong. And first of all, the one I missed, I actually knew, so I could have got 100. I just couldn't tell if that line was pausing or not, like if it's a field or sinus. But see y'all later. Bye. Because they really go in depth with that test. You have clinicals like clinical immersions. You have skills days. All the stuff that you would do in nursing school. You even have an evidence-based paper that you have to work towards the end of your residency, which is just ghetto. You was flashing that man.
What should we name?
You was. That's what I see when you came out. I was like, oh my God. That is what you call a 2-to-1 RN ratio. So our residency is for a whole year straight. You have 16 weeks of orientating on the floor with your preceptor, which is great. I get off my preceptorship in April, and then I'll be done and I'll be on my own. I'm excited. What I do dislike is switching preceptors.
I'm the preceptor.
She's awesome, guys. She's trying to act like she's like no personality, but she has a lot of personality.
Right. Right.
Alright. So sometimes you're not with your original preceptor. You switch. I've had a lot of different preceptors. It's pros and cons to that because you pick up on things and you learn stuff different ways. But it's just aggravating because when you work with them for the first time, they don't know what you're capable of, so they gotta like be careful. And it's like day one all over again. What I do like is that we meet once a month with our educators of the floor, and they go over our competency. We have like a competency packet that you have to have, and you have to sign off things that you did on your floor. So that's pretty cool. They go with you through your process, see how your progress is, seeing if anything's wrong. Do you want to switch to your preceptors? They just keep track of like what's going on. They tell you, they make your schedule for you. We meet with them once a month so you can bring up any concerns that you or your preceptor are having at the time. And I think that's very supportive, and I love that for me and for the preceptor also. So at our hospital, they have something special for us. We have our mentorship person. She's literally there just for emotional support. Talk to us, we can vent to her. She's so sweet. She sends out text messages. She's literally there just for emotional support. That's it. And I think that's pretty cool because I remember she was actually coming to visit me on my floor while I was in the middle of a stroke alert. And I looked up and she was right there helping me get my patient as my patient is stroking out. And she was just, as we're going through it, I'm a pretty calm person, but as we're going through it, she like reassured me, you good, Brie, you okay? And then she's also calming the patients and the family down. And I just was like, oh my God, look at her. She's like heaven sent.
When you're beginning nursing, it is stressful. So to have somebody that has been through your shoes and has a lot of experience and actually wants to hear you out and doesn't have that nurses eat their young mentality and talk to you and can guide you, like that mentorship is really important. And I think everybody needs that when they're starting a new field.
Another dislike. So many modules. Education. Listen, I just finished the first week of education modules of like the stuff that you have to do online. I am the biggest slacker. RQI. If you have any RQI, oh my God, like for codes and ALS, and it's a pain in the butt. So
you ain't lying. You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying.
So many modules. You have to go in, sometimes on your days off, and do your compressions on the mannequins. I'm really over RQI and ALN modules. I am over it.
Go faster. Yeah, right. That's a good right there. Keep going. Don't listen to her. Just keep going. Don't really press. Keep going. Oh my God. Keep that pace. You're gonna pass. Keep that pace. Jada, go. I'm going. You can do it. All right. Look. Oh 83. It's a workout. Period. He was like, my chest hurt. Now you know this. You gonna get him too much air. 4, 3, 2, 1. You passed. Wait. Oh my God, he's dead. What? Your brain killed damn patient over in the. It's getting one collapse. Yeah. You went from 6 to 99. I like it. That's a bitch. Hold on. Yeah, Daddy was good. I get tired of doing this. I bet this shit stank. That's what happens when y'all have to do RQI. Ghetto. So, like I said, you have classes sometimes, and then sometimes you're on the floor. So during like my first month of residency, it was pretty aggravating because some days I'll go from in a class and then still have to work my 2 12-hour shifts. And it's tiring because some days they'll give you a class for 4 hours. So let's say I work 2-hour shifts, then I have a 4-hour class and then another 4-hour class. So it's like I've been at the hospital for 4 days straight. No, that's not what I signed up for. I signed up for 3 12-hour shifts. 3 days to work, 3 days and have the rest of my 4 days off. But that's not how it goes, and you kind of just got to learn to roll with the punches. Also, just like sometimes you don't always hit your 40 hours. A lot of times they cap you out at like 36, because when you're in residency, you're not gonna really always hit your 40 hours. So that sucks. So sometimes your paycheck be looking a little scampy. Expect to be tired. Expect to be very tired with your schedule, because you're working somebody else's schedule that you're not accustomed to. So if your nurse is used to working 3 days straight, like me, I always tell my educator, do not put me with somebody who's working 3 days straight. I don't do well. That 3rd day, I would be a bitch. So it's like you're working at somebody else's pace and their time, and that's a little aggravating because you have no control over your schedule. So that's taking me some use to get to my schedule. It's like always all over the place, and like I told y'all guys, as a single mother, that really just like irritates my spirit, because then I have to make accommodations for my child. Listen, you will have a preceptor, and you should be very concerned about your compatibility that you have with your preceptor. If you guys are getting along well, if you work well together, if they cater into your learning style, and if concerns are coming up, please take that to your educator and switch your preceptor. I had a friend, she switched her preceptor before. I switched my preceptor before because I just felt like I needed a little bit more autonomy because I was getting ready to be on my own. So I just recently switched my preceptor. It's nothing wrong with it. And let the educator talk to the preceptor. You don't have to personally tell them. And remember that this is your growth and your learning experience. This is your learning experience, so you want to get the best out of it. I also had my friend switch her preceptor because the preceptor wasn't letting her do anything. Like, switch. Like, if you feel like you toward the end and your preceptor only letting you chart on 2 patients, no, you should be taking all 4 patients. That's setting you up for failure. Switch. If your preceptor is not letting you kind of prioritize your day how you would want to run it, switch. Nurses tend to have very alpha attitudes, like they want things to go their way. Sometimes it's when to be an Indian and when to be a chief, and you have to know that when you're precepting with other people. Sometimes I take the Indian role a lot of times when I'm working with other people, but if I feel like it's to a point where it's an issue, I'm going to be the chief. I'm going to be in control of my learning experience and how I want to learn. And I encourage all new grads to be vocal about that. Like I said, I switched mine because she wasn't letting me run the show. Basically, I told her I wanted to line my day up like this based off what I looked in the chart. And she would always be like, oh no, let's do it like this. And I'm like, like we were very compatible. Like we got along, we worked well together. But for me, that was becoming an issue. Let me see if this gonna work out. And then if I fail at it, then give me your suggestion on how I should have did it. Let me at least try to figure it out. Don't tell me what to do all the time. It's kind of irritating because then I'm not learning. And then when I get on my own, I'm not gonna know how to prioritize my day. And that's one of the biggest things when you're first learning, like you first coming on the floor, learning who to go to first and who to go to last and what tasks to get complete. Epic. Lord Jesus, is a fire. Make sure you take your epic training seriously. Make sure you learn epic. It is a pain in the butt, but it's a learning experience. Learn how to chart. Learn when to chart. You know, make sure you get your I's and O's. Last but not least, please take notes during your orientation. When you're orientating and you're precepting, take notes. I have so many notes because you're not gonna remember everything, and then I bet 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have a similar situation that you was in, and then you're gonna be like, damn, what did we do? So for my floor, like I said, we have a lot of cardiac patients, so I take a lot of notes. For example, if I have a patient that's NPO and they're going for a procedure and they have insulin, I cannot give them their whole Lantus, their long-acting insulin. I have to give them half. I didn't know that. Nursing school don't teach you that. So guess what? I take a note. I have a bunch of notes of just random stuff about like how do you, like sometimes I have notes on Epic, how do you like do a blood administration or do a glucometer in Epic, because in the notes, I want to shout out Always Affirmations. They sent me these notebooks. So I'm gonna show y'all. This is how it looks in the inside. It's so cute. And this is the card. You can follow them on Instagram in the email. The founder and CEO name is Keviana Wilmington. I probably said her name wrong. I'm so sorry, girl, if I said your name wrong. Correct me in the comments. This is her. She sent me these lovely notebooks. I love them so much. This is their card with a thank you note. So, this is the first book. Isn't it so cute? And look, it's a representation of us Black people. And on the back it says, God protects me. So this book in particular I use for content, like how I'm gonna do content for the week. Now she sent me another book. I literally just opening this. It comes in this little package. I only picked one, but she sent me two. Thank you, girl. And make sure y'all, I'm gonna link her socials down below, her email. Make sure y'all check her out. Actually, this is the one I chose. This gives me, like the hair. This is me right here. I love this. And it's a Black Women Are Enough. Y'all go check her out. Go buy one of these books. This is gonna be my book I use to put my notes in, to transfer my notes in from when I was taking on my preceptorship. And also I'm gonna use this as for like bedside shift report, or like things to do for my patients. And I'm gonna make another video on how to be a rock star during your preceptorship and the things that I've picked up and learned from like on preceptorship that you should be doing. And taking notes is my #1 go-to. So y'all check out Always Affirmations. I'm gonna put their information below. These little notebooks are the bomb. Yeah, like I said, guys, I will be getting a P.O. box soon, so you can send me things that you will want, you know, you want me to put on my channel. Look at this. It's giving intensive care. Like, she must have knew I was finna be in ICU. I'm gonna get there. Look, this, bro, this is a sign from God, because I didn't know the sweater said intensive care. Thank you, Always Affirmations. Y'all go check them out. These, could you not tell me this is not, Black women are enough? Like, and y'all know we need representation within the healthcare. Because let me not talk about racism within healthcare. That's a whole nother video. Yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know what y'all should be expecting during your residency program.